What is up, everybody? My name is Beaman and welcome back to another video. Now currently I'm a full-time college student at Campbell University, and last semester I was able to get a 4.0 GPA while also adding 5 figures to my net worth. Now I don't say this to brag about it or anything like that, but instead to show you guys the habits that I personally used to get this success in school while also building my net worth so that you can replicate these habits as well. Now if you guys do enjoy the video, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. It is 100% free and it means a ton to me. Now the first habit that I have is that I customize my schedule each semester. Now most of the time a new semester means a new schedule, considering the fact that you will be taking different classes and these classes have different times when they're scheduled. At some point in your college experience, it's likely that you're going to experience gaps in your schedule, and these could be 15 minutes to up to 2 or 3 hours sometimes, and utilizing the time in these gaps can be extremely useful. Now in these gaps of time, I personally like to focus on my schoolwork just because I'm already in a school related mindset, considering I just got out of class and I'm about to go back into class. This makes it extremely easy to knock out a couple of assignments or to work on one big assignment in this free time that I have. Now other semesters, all of your classes may be back to back, and this is personally what I like more. However, my biggest weakness with this is I like to take a giant break after class, and I know I need to cut down on that. Now you may be hungry or tired after 4 to 5 hours of class, and that's completely understandable. So I personally suggest setting a timer of 15 to 20 minutes to take this time to eat or relax. However, as soon as this time is up, it's extremely important to get back up and get back to work, because if not, you could just be sitting there scrolling on your phone for hours. Scheduling breaks and setting hard cutoff times for these breaks will help you to stay productive throughout the day and will also to help you stay rested. Now the next habit that I really suggest that you establish is to find a sleep schedule that works for you. Now I've seen so many videos all over social media talking about in order to be successful you have to get up early and all of this other stuff, and that may be true if you have an 8 a.m. class or something, but if you don't have any early classes or commitments, it really doesn't matter. I've personally found that I'm a lot more productive at night than I am in the morning. Now with the work that I do, it can be done at any time of the day or night, which makes it a lot more sensible for me to do this work at night because I'm more productive. With that being said, being a morning person is just as good too. I'm not trying to take a jab at morning people or anything. Instead, I'm just trying to encourage you guys to find the most productive window of time that works for you and to catch up on sleep when you're not going to be productive anyways. Now this leads me to the next habit that you really need to establish in order to be successful, which is to work smarter, not harder. Now when I got to college as a freshman, I was very curious where my burnout point actually was, and I was so focused on pushing myself harder and harder, I did not take advantage of the skills and experience I had. Now once I began to understand the value of my skills and experience and using that to my advantage, I was able to bring in over 150% of what I made my freshman year in just the first semester of my sophomore year of college. This does not just apply to making money, but it also applies to being a successful student or in the workplace. Finding study tactics that work for you personally, or doing simple things like planning your breaks or planning future rewards to give yourself, can help you to achieve so much more in a shorter period of time. Now, the most wealthy people you see in the world did not get to being the most wealthy people in the world by just grinding 80 hours a week at a McDonald's job. Instead, they got to where they are today by, yes, working extremely hard, but also using their skills to their advantages and working smarter, not harder. Now this leads me to the next habit, which is to get passionate about what you're doing. Another thing that ultra successful people have in common is they're passionate about what they do. Now an example of this is when it looked like Tesla could fail, Elon Musk would literally sleep at the Tesla factory on a couch just so that he could spend every waking moment to keep his company alive because he was so passionate about what it stood for. Now many college students, including myself, cannot even compare ourselves to Elon Musk. However, the principle remains the same. If you're passionate about the work that you are doing, you will likely go a lot further than your peers who are not passionate about what they're doing. Now, I understand the fact that it may be hard to get passionate about doing homework and other bland things that you just have to get done in order to achieve your goals. However, I've personally found that when you look at how doing homework and other grunt work affects these big picture goals, it helps me to stay focused and passionate about what I'm doing, even if it is something bland. Now, with all of this being said, I really encourage people to make long-term goals or to find something something that they're passionate about to encourage them to do their school or actual work. All of this will really help your mindset, which in turn will help you to work harder, which in turn will help you to achieve more over the short and the long term. Now, the last habit that I really feel like everyone should establish in order to be successful, it's called the one more rule. Now, I'm sure that you've heard the saying that consistency is key, and that is 100% true when it comes to your goals. In life, there's going to be a ton of people who have the same goals as you. Now, if you really want to be successful and achieve them in spite of these other people and competition, you need to outwork these people. Now, this means not quitting when it gets hard. Now, my strategy for not quitting is simply telling myself to do one more. Now, this may be one more assignment or one more hour of studying or one more shift at work. And after this, I tell myself, if I really want to quit, then I can. Now, the key here is that by the time that I've done that extra hour of studying or that extra shift, that I'm back to the point where I'm telling myself, I just have to do one more, and then after that, I can quit. And I've found that this really helps me to achieve my goals in the short and the long term because I'm consistently doing one more and one more after that. So in life, with your short and your long-term goals, you're a lot closer than you actually think. You just need to do one more. Now, I know a lot of people that are watching this video may be going back to school next week, so I really hope that you guys have a wonderful and a safe semester and that you guys achieve all of your goals this semester. And I really appreciate everybody who actually watched until the end of the video. Now, if you did enjoy this video, I would absolutely appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel if you are new. This channel is new and it's a work in progress, but I'm trying to make each video better than the last, and I'm going to be posting at least 2 new videos each week, every week, this whole year. I've already committed to that, and that's one of my goals for 2023, so I would really appreciate it if you would follow along with my journey, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.